Hey guys, this is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm going to make a series where I go through each of my blasters and just show you generally what I've done to it. Not really scripted as much as the other videos, but I'm going to start off today with my Mk12 Mod 1 design. It's a Jingming M4 body, but I've just accessorized it to make it look like the Mk12 Mod 1. Just do like the look of them. I thought I'd do something a bit different to most other people, but yeah, I think it's come out looking pretty good. But I guess we'll start off at the back of what we've done. Just got this stock on AliExpress. It was pretty cheap, it was $12 or something like that. I'll put a link in the description to all the stuff that I've bought, just so if you wanted to get the same thing, you can. I've also got just a battery pouch on there, so I can fit a pretty big battery in there. That will last me, you know, a day's game or 2 days game. And you can see I've fed the cable through. I've extended the wiring and it goes through all the way to the end there, so I can plug into the battery. And it's got a metal stock on there, again AliExpress. And then I've got a metal sling point there, which you can take that off and then put it on the other side if you wanted it that way. But I reckon I got that from Tactical Edge. Again, I'll put a link to the description with all the stuff. As we move along, there's a M4 J9. Just come in a bit so you can see it a bit better, but it is an M4A1 Jingming J9 body. I knew I was going to completely be changing everything, so I bought the body separate. I didn't buy the full J9, but they are good blasters if you want to get one. And as you can see, you can modify them heavily if you choose to in the future, so it's a great one to start with. This scope I got from AliExpress. I think it was about $100. One of the more expensive parts on here. Not that you can really use it for gel ball, but I think it just looks good. You can actually see the gels going down through the scope, so it does work a little bit. Next, moving along, this 12-inch handguard. You see there, I've got the plastic hand protectors there. Again, AliExpress was pretty cheap. I think this was 25 bucks, while these were $5 or something like that. So again, it's not too expensive if you do want to make something like this. I've got a bipod here, which again, AliExpress, very cheap. You just got to wait a while to get most of these things. And then above that, you've got this silencer here, which just screws off. I got this from Command Elite Hobbies. It screws off there, and then you can see my barrel and hop up there. I mainly got this not only for the looks, but just as a protector for the barrel, because if you do smack that up against a tree or something while you're playing, it might bend it. So it's mainly for the protection aspect, but it also it looks good as well. So, and then on this side, I've got the Olight Warrior X Pro torch, which is definitely an expensive torch, but I don't only use it for gel ball. I go camping and that sort of stuff a lot, so I'll get a lot of use out of it. But they are quite expensive, but it is a proper good quality torch, and that's held on by an Olight Picatinny mount as well there, which is pretty good. And then that's pretty much the outside covered. Oh, I will say that the barrel is the inner barrel is a 45 centimeter long 7mm tight bore barrel, while standard in a diameter of barrel is 7.5, so it is a tight bore, which I've found increases your FPS and is great for milkies and the hardened gel balls and that sort of thing. Internally in the gearbox, it is metal SHS steel gears, as they're very good quality, while the standard cast gears that you can buy, which are cheaper on eBay and that, they can break easily. But the SHS stuff is very high quality. Full cylinder to match the really long barrel. I will be making more videos about all this information, so don't be too alarmed if it doesn't really make much sense, but I will be explaining all these things in future videos. But if you do know what I'm talking about, then this can give you some ideas of what you might want. And then it's got a metal piston rack, a metal piston head, running a 1.28mm Ozgel spring, which has been going really well. It puts it about 330 FPS. And then for a motor in there, it is a SHS high torque motor. As I've got quite a hardened spring of 1.28mm, plus I use a 7.4 volt big battery, which can supply the power for that. I needed a high torque motor, as I don't have the higher voltage to really help it out. So it does draw a lot of current. So I had to upgrade the wiring to thicker wiring and all that, but that's working really well at the moment. Single fire doesn't work at the moment, but I don't really use single fire. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all this is. I'll probably will be upgrading it with a metal trigger there, because that's just the plastic one, but it is working well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this blaster. I'm really happy with it. It's my first one that I built the whole thing basically from scratch. Again, I will be making videos on how to do metal gears and all that sort of stuff, so don't let this alarm you too much. I will teach you how to do this if you do want to take it to this sort of level. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. Thanks for watching. I hope this has given you some ideas on what you might want to do to yours. As you can see, the J9 M4A1 is a very easily modified blaster, and you can change the outside aspects so you can make it look like something that you've seen. Again, I modeled this one off the Mk12 Mod 1. I just like the look of them, and yeah, it does actually give it a fair bit of weight because it's got all the stuff on it, so it actually feels really good to hold. It's not too heavy because it's not as much as a real one, but it does give it this real solid feel to it, especially adding the metal parts. But yeah, thanks for watching. Keep a lookout for future videos. Any questions, ask down below and I'll get around to answering them. But see you next time.